In this video, we will discuss sociology as an optional for civil services examination. So the first question when I usually ask to my students in my class that for beginners in this field, why do you opt sociology as your optional? Then the answers are, you can say, very much similar, and mostly the student answer that the sociology, the syllabus is short, the subject is easy, and this is a scoring. Some says that it is very interesting. Some says that because this subject deals with the society, it will definitely help to become a good administrator. So these are the quite common answers I get from the student sections. But let's see, is this really true? Is this that much easy in comparison to other subjects? Is that too short? That could be covered within 1, 2, or 3 months very easily, and it is a scoring. Let's check if this that much scoring as it is widely perceived by the students, and let's see these three things first. See, when you say this subject is easy, the natural question is, how come you know or you get to know that the subject is easy without even studying it, without even understanding the nuances of this, or the, you can say, the concepts of the sociology and society? How can you say that this is easy? It looks like, because in this syllabus you will find the chapters over family, marriage, kinship, religion. It is all very much, you can say, the area you are very attuned to, you are very familiar with. That's why superficially you can say this is easy, because you are going to study the familiar aspects of the society. You are very much familiar, you are the part of those institutions which you are going to study about. So that is, you can say that superficially anyone can say that this could be a easy subject, but in reality you will realize only after studying it deeply. Studying and understanding the subject will make you realize whether the subject is easy or not. So the first impression that sociology is easy is a kind of prejudice you have, or a kind of, you can say, superficial assumption. It's an assumption. You can realize it only after studying it or understanding the basics of the subject or the discipline. And no discipline is that much easy. UPSC has drafted the syllabus, be it history, political science, sociology, in a way that no one subject could get more advantage over others just because of the nature of that subject. It is not so. For somebody, history is quite easy. For somebody, political science is quite easy. It all depends on the standing level of the student. So, this is only realized when you start studying the subject. Some say this is short. It will only be realized when you see the syllabus, previous year question paper, and understand the scope of this subject. This is also a superficial thing. This is short because the subject, the syllabus is constructed in a way that it gives a kind of parity between the or among the other subjects also. So this is not so that this subject is short, that it could be easily covered in a month or two. And another misconception is that to some extent it is valid also that the subject is very scoring. The subject is not very scoring. Any subject could be scoring, any subject could be not scoring. It depends upon the caliber of the students, whether the student could get high marks in particular subject or not, whether the students are understanding the basics of the subject, whether students are articulative, whether students are interpretative. So it depends on the caliber of the students that suits with the subject. When this caliber and the subject that you can say match with each other, obviously the student will fetch high marks and good marks in that subject. That could be for any subject. But you can say, as per the results we see in last many years, that the results shows that in top 10 sometimes we have the students of sociology. In top 100 many students comes from the sociology. Almost around 10% sometimes comes from this subject sociology. So you can say yes, this subject is average or evergreen kinds of subject. You can study it well and you can score it well. So the subject has its, you can say, nature, its demands. Once that demands suits, but once that demands is fulfilled by students, the students are more likely to score high in that subject. So this is very much true that superficially it seems that it's easy, short and scoring, but it's you that makes it, these things or realize the things in the course of the preparation. Sometimes yes, it becomes so easy and short and scoring. It's all because of your potentials. It all because of the caliber, your mental level, your ability to articulate and present yourselves. So these are the things that actually they are in the subject. But some people say this is very easy and very short. I usually found the students. I also teach in the academics for BA students and MS students. So they say, why you, when I ask why you actually got admission in this BA sociology or MS sociology, the common answer is because this sociology is very easy subject. It is not so. It is not easy. The subject is not easy or tough. Neither it is easy nor it is tough. It is the way teacher makes you understand. It is the way you perceive those things. So it all depends on the availability of the expert guidance and your receptors or the receiving capacities of yours the student's capacity to receive and understand the things in his own unique way, present those uniqueness in exams. These are the things that makes the subject evergreen or scoring things. Another thing I got from the student, that the student chose this subject as an optional because the subject is very interesting. Again, this interest only be generated or developed through reading the subject. Without reading, you cannot develop interest. So just read it, understand the things, the basic things. Once you understand the basics, yes, the subject is very interesting. But the prerequisite is study, understand, only then you can say that. Without understanding, without reading, the students say that the subject is very interesting. So this is something that is very much, I can't understand actually why the student says so. Other things that students say that because that this subject deals with the society and administrator has to act in society to better for the betterment of the society. So it is obvious that sociology will help the students to become a good administrator. So this is true to some extent, but is it not 100% absolutely correct? Because this theory or this you can say assumptions is also true to the other social science subjects also. Why? Because all social science subjects deals some aspects of the society, be it political science, it is the part of the society, politics, essential part, history, yeah, again, psychology, again, so you can say geography, yes. So these are the things that is very much for every social science, it applies. Then this is also you can say that these things are floating in the society and that is very much superficial. So I just wanted you to understand it is the subject, the sociology is the subject, it could be very interesting, it could be very scoring, but the prerequisite is you have to understand the sociology deeply or in a you can say required manner. So just get rid of these kinds of assumptions that has no evidence. Yes, it is a scoring, it is interesting, but not for all. Okay, you have to understand, you have to have basic understandings, you have to study the things very well or deeply. So these are the things, but the natural question is then what is the criteria to choose your optional? Yes, earlier you said it is easy, that's why you chose. It is a scoring, that's why you chose. Just get rid of these things. Suppose these things are true to some extent. This may be true, this may not be true. It is the you that could get these things or realize these things or make these things a true reality. So it is you. Then the natural question that arises is how you should choose your optional. There are certain criteria. I just wanted to have those criteria. Just have a look. First, see whether the expert guidance in that subject, or whatever subject you are going to choose, that subject expert guidance is available or not. That means expert guidance. Just see whether it is available or not. If it is available in any subject, yes, the first step is yes, you can choose this subject. Then another one is access to the materials. You can say the sources, resources, the books, the other notes. So these are the things. Access to materials. I would suggest the authentic books to read for this sociology. There are many materials of some coaching institutes, notes of class notes and other notes are available. You can also refer to those things, but I would suggest that go with the authentic books, and I will suggest you which books you should read, which is very much essential. So that I would suggest in this video itself. So the second point is whether the materials, good materials, not simply materials. In the name of materials, we are having many scraps also. So whether the good materials are available in the form of notes or authentic books, whether available or not. So these are the criteria we should consider before opting your optional or choosing your optional. Another one is there any prerequisite for this optional you are going to choose? What does it mean? For example, if suppose you are very much interested in, not interested, you just, you can say, there are expert guidance available for some natural science, just say physics or mathematics. Expert guidance is available. Suppose there are say, so many materials available in the market for mathematics as an optional, but you have to understand that have you read the basics of mathematics before or not. That means whether you have graduation level or 12th level or previous year MA level understanding of this subject mathematics or not. Because understanding mathematics, physics for UPSC optional paper requires some kinds of knowledge in you. That is the preconditions that you should have before choosing that optional. Precondition or prerequisite for sociology is just you have a open mind to take the things or to understand the things as the thinker says, as utilize your own mind and articulate the things and present your thing. That means for choosing social science subjects, they are generally not any prerequisite kind of things. Anyone, even from the science background or scientific background, could opt for this kind of subject. So these are the things you have to understand before choosing any optional. So another one is the basics that is very much required for understanding the subject or discipline. How is difficult to understand or comprehend the basics? So the basics of any subject you are going to choose, that is for sociology, you must be understanding that what are the values, what are the role expectancies, what are the institutions, what are the associations. These are the basic things you have to understand. Whether this could be understood easily or not. Simply, once you start reading the subject, only when you can know these things. So these are the things. Another one is, yes, this could be cover the syllabus that is there in the UPSC, that could be covered in 3 to 4 months. 4 months, around 4 months you could cover. Any beginners could cover these things, provided the condition is you have to take this subject seriously. You have to limit yourself to authentic sources, and you have one expert guidance to make you understand when you get confused over certain areas of the syllabus. So if these things are there, this could be covered within 4 months or around 4 months, you can say. So these are the things which you should consider before choosing any optional. So now I will give you some sources, authentic sources you should go or read all those materials or sources in order to comprehend the basics and cover the syllabus of the UPSC. So what I would suggest very few books, and that is very much helpful in covering almost 80 to 90% of your syllabus with these few books. 3 or 4 books for paper 1 and 3 or 4 books for paper 2. So there are many books, but I would suggest these only 3 to 4 books, and that would be sufficient for you to cover this UPSC syllabus. So just focus on this. Books and materials. For materials, I would suggest IGNOU BA to begin with. This material is quite helpful for beginners. So it is very much helpful. Entire material of this IGNOU BA is helpful. You can go through those areas that is very much directly mentioned in your syllabus very deeply. Otherwise, you can study, go through this IGNOU BA materials, entire materials, and it is very much helpful. For the books, this is the materials. Books and materials. One book is very famous and it is advised everywhere. That is the book of Haralambous, Sociology, Themes and Perspectives, by M. Haralambous. Haralambous book. In the market, we have 2 kinds of books of Haralambous. One is of orange one, another one is of, you can say, blue one. You have to, if you have this blue one books, it is quite better. If not, orange book is also good enough. So whether you got this orange one or the blue one, easily you get that book. If you have this blue one book, then read those books as per your syllabus. The areas that is there in the syllabus and in the book, you just read those chapters and those areas. For this orange one, you have to read the entire books. So this blue one is written by Haralambus and Halborn. This is the blue. It is the thick book, bulky book, and the same with the same name we have the different authors. One is the Haralambus, the common one, and another one is the Bede. You have to understand that the cover page of this Haralambus, that is the small one is orange and the big one book is the blue. So if you got this blue one, quite sufficient. If you cannot get this book, then go for this orange one. This book is you just read this book entirely. This is also very helpful book. So the first one is this Sociology, Themes and Perspectives by Haralambus, whether it is blue one or the orange one. The third book is for paper one, that is for the thinker parts, Sociological Theory by Ritzer, George Ritzer. So you can say theory book by Ritzer, or there is one book of Anthony Giddens. That book is also very much helpful, and that book is Capitalism and Modern Sociological Theory by Anthony Giddens. I would suggest this one. Here, this one, and here, this blue one. These two books are very much important. And the third one is this IGNOU material. And the fourth, for those areas that deals with the research methodologies, there are many books for this research methods, but I would suggest IGNOU MA materials. The name of that booklet is Research Methodologies and Methods, IGNOU MA material. That are, you can say, quite helpful for dealing all those research areas that is there in the syllabus. IGNOU MA materials, especially MSO 002, and the booklet name is Research Methodologies and Methods. There are three booklets, 1, 2 and 3, on this research methodologies and methods of IGNOU MA. So you have to go through all those three books. That entire book is not important, but you can go through the research methodologies and methods book as per the requirement of the syllabus. Just check out, at least you should remember your optional syllabus. Syllabus आपको याद होना चाहिए कि कौन से एरियाज में क्या पढ़ना है. रिसर्च मेथड्स में आपको what you have to read or understand in research methods, which thinkers you have to go through, in thinkers portion, how many thinkers are there and which theories of that thinkers you have to focus on. So these things are there in the syllabus. You have to mug it up. So you have to remember or all those things are in the syllabus. For paper one, this resource is sufficient and it will cover many of the, you can say the larger portion of your syllabus. Almost 80% of your syllabus will be covered within these resources. Okay. So this is for paper one. For paper two, there is a book called Indian Sociological Thought by Nagla. I just write these things here. For paper two, the first one is IGNOU BA, that has already mentioned for paper one also. Second one is Indian Sociological Thought by Nagla. Indian Sociological Thought by Nagla. Third one is very famous, Modernization of Indian Tradition by Yogendra Singh. Fourth one is Social Movement in Modern India, that is by Ghanshyam Shah. Social Movements. Ghanshyam Shah. Social Change in Modern India by M.N. Srinivas. Social Change in Modern India by Srinivas. So actually for paper 2, no big book is sufficient, and actually there is no book for covering this paper 2 syllabus. This IGNOU BA is very much helpful, and this Indian Sociological Thought, you should go through these things. And these things, that modernization of Indian tradition and social change in modern India, very thin book, a small book. You can read these books very in a very short period. So these are this will not take more time to read these books by Singh and M.N. Srinivas. Yes, you can read this Ghanshyam Shah slowly, because there is a debate in this book and you have to understand those debates. So these are the books you have to read. But after and again, those theory books for paper 1, be it Ritzer or Haralambous book, that must be kept in mind while studying your paper 2. So in this paper 1 and paper 2, while answering paper 1, while understanding paper 1, try to articulate the things or have the kinds of examples of your own society, that is the Indian society. While studying Indian society, try to correlate it with your theories paper that you have read in the paper 1. So these things you have to develop after going through the syllabus once. So you could understand how to relate these things paper 1 with paper 2 and paper 2 with paper 1 later. So these are the basic resources you have to go through for this preparing UPSC sociology as an option. So for today, this is quite enough. Thank you for watching this video.